You can do it, dude. You can do it. Go, dude. Ah, take a break. Keep going. Keep going, dude. You can do it. Yeah. Way to go, buddy.
Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan.
And we've been spending some of our quarantine time on our tanks. We were trying to get outside, do some outside stuff in the yard. It's just been snowy and wet and nasty here in Cleveland. So we're spending some time on our tanks. One of the things we did with Jack's tank here is we took out that big old rock that was in the middle. This is an old glass sculpture that we had, and we put that in the middle, put some rocks down inside so the fish wouldn't get caught in there, or the turtles. But we think it came out pretty cool. That was one of the things we did. The other things we did is we started working a little bit on Cap's tank, so we're going to go show you some of the things we did on his tank now.
In Cap's tank, we put some sand in there.
Yeah, we decided to add some more substrate and block out the light so the light would only shine through the glass sculptures. So we're going to do a little close-up here and show you how that's going. We basically just decided to put some substrate in here. We put some bricks or some little rocks, and we kind of built it up so it wasn't too much in the glass sculptures. But the cool part is you'll see when we turn the lights off is now the light only shines through these guys, which is really kind of neat, kind of blocks it out of this part. I put an algae wafer in here, and you can see all the snails are crowding around. All the little baby snails came around. Usually they're all around the tank, and there's like none anywhere in the tank. And they just all came over here in the front where the algae wafer was. Pretty neat. They're like dun 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 dun, and they all came raining down. But anyway, we took the plants were filling in so much. We also took off the backdrops, the background pictures. We hung them up here. We also took out one of the pieces of bamboo because it was really getting too big and almost touching the ceiling. So we just put the two shorter ones. And so we have those two, filter in between them, light sculptures. These guys are doing awesome. This pothos, or devil's ivy as they call it in a lot of places, really coming around great. It's really growing down long. And inevitably, we're going to be putting that other tank. We have a little 10-gallon guy here that we're going to be, actually it's about a 9-gallon. It's a critter cage. We're going to use it as an aquarium though, because we're not going to fill it all the way. It's going to go down here in the bottom because it doesn't really fit. If you look at this shelf here, the shelf was really not designed for this, and so the bottom one has the most support. So on these shelves, we're going to have to put some smaller tanks because they don't have the strength out here on the bottom that this one does. Plus, we thought it'd be a pretty cool thing for Lacey, right?
Yeah, because she's small, so that way she can look at the tank.
Yeah, so she'll be able to come around here on the floor. She's so short, and she'll be able to look at it. And what we decided to do with that tank is we're going to make a tank for the little runt turtle, right?
Yeah.
And what do we decide to call him?
Runt.
Yeah, but then you decided to name him after the little turtle from Nemo, Squirt, right? So we're going to rename him Squirt. We think it's a little nicer than Runt, calling him Runt. Yeah. And he's going to have his own cage, and we're going to also use that for the female beta. So we're going to put it down here in the bottom so Lacey can see it, and it's going to have Squirt in it. He's going to have his own tank.
It's like the pop.
Like the pop Squirt. Yeah. And then some female betas. So we're going to be working on that too here during our quarantine time. And these things are getting so long, they're going to reach down here to the bottom here probably. So we're going to make him a special little home for himself. And he's going to have some fish friends in there.
Sounds really big though.
Yeah. But it is, you can see how much bigger they're getting. He's just not growing. So he's fine. He's healthy. He eats. He gets around fine. Yeah, you can see here they just kind of push him out of the way and stuff because he's so much smaller. He's a cute little bugger, isn't he? Mm-hmm. Say, hey, Squirt. Hey, buddy.
Hey.
He kind of needs his own home because they're getting big, and we don't want him to get hurt. And he can have a little smaller little cage. We're going to set him up there, and it'll be really nice for him. All right, here's what it looks like in the dark. It still shines up all the way to the ceiling and really lights the ceiling up nice and makes shadows. Super, super cool. And you can see the paintings up here at the top. But it kind of blacks out the other areas by putting the sand in there. So it really only kind of shines up through the prisms, but they still kind of glow and make the whole tank light up. It's really kind of cool. I wasn't sure what it would do putting the sand in, but we wanted to add some more substrate for the plants and the fish and the snails. And yeah, I think it came out really cool. It's really beautiful having this in my office. You can see these guys are really growing over here on the top and the sides. Really cool, really cool. That way you can actually see these better hanging up here and everything going on there. But
that snail's gotten quite big.
yeah, he's getting huge. The little plecos are doing great. They kind of made themselves a home. I have 2 little females in here, and there's 1 male. And over here, if you look, or where this one rock was in the corner, they kind of dug out all this sand. We're hoping they make kind of a little home over here and possibly lay eggs. It's not really a tube or a cave that they're used to, but it's pretty awesome. So it'd be kind of neat to be able to watch them do that. The male is over behind the filter over there, but the 2 little females have been hanging out over here. And that's how that's going. So that came out really cool too. Really, really digging that. How you like how that looks with the sand, kiddo?
I think it looks pretty, it's like a collage. It looks pretty nice.
It's different, yeah. And there comes
Cap. It looks different, but it looks nice.
There comes Cap. He's like, what's up, guys? It's amazing how much that tank gets lit up just from those little tiny prisms, those little LEDs underneath them. I think it's always kind of shocks me when it's dark and I come over here and look at it. Anyway, he's really digging all these roots. And since it's springtime here, he started making bubble nests again over here. I did top it off, so they kind of dissolved in that, but he's been making those. So this air tube, as you can see, is running down between this here. This pump and air tube are going to inevitably fuel all of these shelves. And we're going to be putting probably little sponge filters like that in each one of these tanks. But he's doing awesome, and he's digging it. Wow, look how clear that gets when you step back like that. It's really cool. Shoots up on the pictures and on the ceiling. It's kind of neat. The prisms make it look a lot different than if they just go up right through the bottom. And it changes colors. Isn't that neat, buddy? You can see the shadow of the bamboo and everything.
It keeps going like...
Yeah.
It kind of looks like a palace. Kind of.
So neat. See if I could focus in on him close. There he is. Hey, buddy. He's waiting for a girlfriend. We're getting you one. This whole Corona thing put things on hold, buddy. Sorry. But we are going to be doing that very soon. Let's go look at the big tank now. We just did a video recently where we got rid of the big male pleco that was bothering her. Of course, Stygia's going to come in the way here. That was bothering her. However, now she's got all kind of time on her hands, so she decided to eat all the bamboo. Part of the problem was we couldn't get to the store. The stores didn't have a lot of stuff. We couldn't get any zucchini. She's used to eating one of these about every week. We toss one of these big guys in there almost every week, and her and all the other fish just devour it. But we didn't have any. We did get one, so we're going to put one in there, but a little too late because she ate this bamboo. As you can see, it's not even attached. She bit it off. Everybody's coming away now. She bit it off, and then Stygia took the bottom root parts and dug them out, so they're floating over here. So there's the other one from the other side. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to take those and throw them in a pot just to see if we can save them. And then I think we're just going to take these out of there and possibly put some bricks to hold the glass, make sure it doesn't slide. And then just kind of leave it out and make sure we give her zucchinis. She's sitting right there. As soon as you walk away, she'll get on that bamboo. She hasn't really messed with this bamboo. It's a little bit different. She doesn't seem to like it, but she did like that. So we're going to take those out, and we're going to take those out of there, because the other thing is Stygia just digs in that sand and makes a mess anyway, don't you? She's like, what are you talking about? I'm just doing what turtles do. I'm digging. We're going to spread these glass out a little more, give these guys a little more room up top, and probably just put a little brick on either end. Because what happens is if we don't have some kind of weight, they'll slide these around a little bit, and we want to use glass because we want the light to go through for Stygia's cave. Because you love your cave, don't you, buddy? Yes, she does. So ultimately, we're just going to take those out. So next time you see this tank, it's going to be a little bit different, and we are going to be doing an update on it. We're going to move some stuff around, and we're going to talk about all the guys in it. We keep wanting to do it, but we keep getting busy and stuff. So anyway, we figure we'll finish this first, move some things around, and then we're going to do a whole video on this tank and all the inhabitants in it, because we haven't really had a chance yet, right, kiddo?
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to clean this out. We got to do the filters and everything else going on, and we'll see how everybody in here is doing. And we're also going to do a big feed video in here, and with some music and stuff like that, because it's been a while since we've done that.
It's funny because she stands on her legs and she tucks her arms in.
Yeah, she's funny, isn't she?
She's like a human. It's funny.
She's a character. Well, you'll see more of her coming up very, very soon. Very soon. We got some cool videos of this tank that's going to be coming up. Okay, so here's what we did with the extra bamboo. We took the big, huge piece out in the middle, put it in this. We had this big. This was made in Poland. Kind of a cool little glass sculpture vase there. Had some white sand we put in there. Little towel on top of the wood burner. Hopefully we're done with the wood burner by now. It snowed a little bit this morning, but you see the trees are starting to bud and bloom. Those are awesome. We're going to show you guys a picture of those when they bloom, because those are amazing across the back of the yard there. Of course, we got our door guard here, Stormtrooper. But yeah, we're just gonna put those here, since this is a nice sunny room, the other side of my office here. We'll just see how they take root. Hopefully they do. Hopefully she didn't destroy them too much, and they're able to take some root there. We watered them up, got a nice base in there, and we could use them for a project in the future, maybe. Something else that we do, or maybe I'll just leave them in a plant and put them outside in the summer or something. We'll see. Hopefully you got some great hobbies like aquariums or plants or pets or house projects or crafts that you can work on during this time. It's very important, very important. We love our tanks. They're always
time with family and stuff.
Totally awesome, right, buddy?
Yeah.
We're keeping busy.
Yeah.
We're keeping busy. So keep busy, everybody. We're also going to be doing a mail opening. We've been collecting a lot of mail lately from people, all our other awesome friend YouTubers and fish tubers, and we're going to be opening some of that. But we got a lot of work to do on this. We've just been so busy that we haven't gotten to it. So now that we've gotten some of the other stuff done, and Jack's on spring break, and we can't go anywhere, we're going to be putting some time into Stygia and her tank here. We're going to be doing a series of videos on it. So be safe, be careful, be well, guys. We will see you soon. Bye-bye. Excited to get your own home, Squirt? Won't have all these big guys pushing you out of the way? Yeah, see, look, they're so much bigger than him. Gonna get your own home here pretty soon, buddy. Thanks to the coronavirus. We got all kind of extra time on our hands. So we're gonna make you the best home you ever saw, little buddy. You ready for that? I bet you are. He's like, yeah, get me out of here with these big dumb guys.